everyone, welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to be shiny hunting for Uxie, so we'll see how this goes. It's my first time shiny hunting in Shining Pearls, so yeah, let's get started. From what I've seen other people do, when they shiny hunt it takes quite a while, so hopefully I'll be lucky. And I hope if people come in and watch the audio and everything's okay. I checked it before I went live, but I'm very new to the streaming thing, so we'll see. This will be number 3. See if we're going to be lucky and get it early or not. I really doubt it though. I actually only beat the Elite Four today and the Champion. I was playing the game back in January, but I got really busy because of finishing my degree, and I tried to do the Elite Four and really struggled with it. So I've been putting it off and been playing a lot of Arceus, which has been amazing. I recently actually just got the Shiny Charm, and I think I've got around 31 shinies in the game so far, so I've been doing pretty good with that. Nope. Whoops. Wrong button. But yeah, it'd be cool to get a shiny in this one, and for it to be Uxie as well. I haven't actually shiny hunted for a legendary, well not legendary, like mythical, whatever you want to trio, whatever you want to call it, before. So this will be the first time actually soft resetting for one. When Diamond Pearl first came out, I actually did do a little bit of a hunt for Piplup, but I think I only got maybe 20 or 30 soft resets in, and then decided I actually wanted to play, so I kind of left that. But I did get a shiny Piplup from the Pokemon Go Fest. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? I can't remember now. I think it was last weekend actually. Me and my partner, we went on a long walk around where we live. We did some gyms and some raids and caught a lot, and I got quite a few shinies. I was quite lucky and got a shiny Rockruff from one of the raids, which was really cool. Someone's banging something outside, so if you can hear that. I'm hoping my Wi-Fi is not going to drop out for some reason. I was going to stream about an hour or so ago, but the internet just stopped working. The router box was just flashing purple, um, and I had no idea how to fix it. I was Googling it and everything, and nothing seemed to be sorting it out. And it randomly just came back on. So I thought, why not? I've got a bit of free time this afternoon, um, and I want to try and start streaming, maybe once a week or whatever, depending on my schedule and things. I've been quite busy with my portfolio and things, hopefully to find a job within industry now that I've finished my degree. I'm graduating next month, middle of next month, and I'm still waiting for my final result for that. I've gotten all my grades back, but I don't know overall what I've got, whether I'm going to be coming out with a first or a 2-1. It'll be one of the two. I actually scored really high on my final assignments, so I'm really happy with that. But so that'll be, yeah, next month. And tomorrow I'm actually they're showcasing some of my work at the university, so I'm going there with some of my family to go view that. So that's pretty cool. I need to remember to keep up with this counter. I will also at some point sort out about a webcam. I've already set up like the overlay for it and everything, but I haven't really got the funds right now because I'm not currently working to actually purchase one, and I wanted to get a half decent quality one as well, because when I did my first stream early in the year, or it must have been late last year or something, I was using my laptop, but the quality of it wasn't the best, so I decided that it'd be better to actually use my PC, because I can have two screens going at the same time, to look at chat and things like that, but my PC doesn't have a webcam. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look into that and see what I can find, and hopefully I can get a decent one for a good price. But for the time being, I'm not too fussed about it. As long as I actually just try and keep consistent with streaming and things, I think that's fine. Because I am quite anxious and things anyway. But I think the more that I do this, the more comfortable I get, and potentially if people start watching more and things, the chat might go a bit more, so I'll have some more things to talk about. But I don't mind it. It's just I wanted this to be very chill. Just kind of relax and do some shiny hunting, because that's pretty much all I do with my spare time anyway. I'm trying to complete the shiny national decks, and I'm about maybe, I can't remember, I'm either like 70 to 100 Pokemon in right now. Did I press the counter? I don't think I did. I'm already losing track. It's a rough estimate, it doesn't matter too much. I've already lost my train of thought. No, it's gone. You have to excuse that. I'm going through a lot of mental health things right now anyway, so my memory, everything just kind of leaves my mind. But I'm currently going through like waiting for assessments and things, so it's not like a huge deal. But yeah, just bear with me with my memory if I forget to do things or I get distracted easily or something. But that's what I was saying. I was saying about the streams being really chill and things. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted it to be kind of just a very chill place to hang out and just either hatch some eggs or do some soft resetting, or I do want to do some Arceus as well, doing some massive mass outbreaks and things like that, because I really enjoy it. I think the last 2 weeks I've put in, no, the last week maybe I've put in like ridiculous amount of hours. It's pretty much the only game I've been playing, so I thought, you know what, let's switch it to some Diamond and Pearl, because I haven't really touched it much since Arceus came out, so. I'm expecting this to be a long hunt, so I'm ready for the grind of it. I was originally going to do Mesprit, if that's how you pronounce it. Got it all set up and everything, and then realized actually she's one that wanders, and I was like, I don't have the patience for that right now. And then I thought the other two were going to be the same, but I was planning on maybe actually just what's it called, encountering them, so that way I could get the national dex to do some other Pokemon hunting and things on the other island. Um, and then I realized that they don't actually run from you, so I thought, why not shiny hunt these guys first, and then I'll do Mesprit later on. What am I doing? Getting distracted. But I think it's a pretty cool shiny. I actually I think it was the beginning of last week, I actually splurged a little bit, and with some of my birthday money, my birthday was the middle of May, purchased myself a Pro Controller, because I'd been finding that I thought this was normal in the game. I thought it was just the way that it was coded, but when I've been playing Arceus, when I was walking forward, my character would creep, they wouldn't run, and every other direction it worked completely fine. And I thought, okay, maybe, like I said, that was just the way that the game was programmed. And then I'm a part of a couple of groups on Facebook and saw that someone used a Pro Controller and their character ran normally. Um, and some people were saying it was a like Joy-Con drift or something like that. I checked because I have actually three switches, but the one I'm currently using is the OLED, and that's the one that I've been using for my save on Arceus. And I checked the Joy-Cons and everything, and they were calibrated correctly, so there was nothing actually wrong with it. But I thought it would be pretty cool to try out because, like I said, someone on Facebook showed it with the Pro Controller because they had the same issue and it worked completely fine. So yeah, with my birthday money, I bought one. Works absolutely perfectly now. So I don't know whether it's something with the the OLED switch, sorry, whether it's just a trait. But I had no idea that it wasn't supposed to do that. I had a feeling like it wasn't quite right, but I hadn't really spoken to anybody else who plays the game to know whether or not that was normal or not. But I had one friend at my uni, but she didn't really understand what I said about the controls, and I thought maybe she just didn't see it as a big deal. But yeah, so that's really cool. I've been really enjoying the Pro Controller. It's been really comfortable to use. The battery life is actually amazing on it. It lasts days on end, even with like constantly playing throughout the day. So that's been really awesome. So if you've been considering it or something, I definitely recommend it if you have the money to do so. I've been wanting one for like 2 years, and then finally decided it was time to invest in one. So and over the next couple of weeks, I'm planning on actually adding to my about and adding all my social media and things. I have my Instagram on my overlay, so if you want to follow me on there, I post all the shinies and everything I get on the games. I'm slightly behind, I need to post a couple more photos, but generally speaking, upload all the shinies that I get or any other Pokemon or gaming content that I'm doing. I'll do stories about Pokemon Go and things like that. So if you're interested on keeping up with my shiny hunts and things, I am pretty active on there, so it might be worth a follow. But again, if you're not interested, then don't worry about it. I am also planning at some point. I have it built, I just haven't actually done any work on it yet. Building up a Discord channel for my streaming and linking, like posting things about shiny hunts and anything geeky and game related and that. So, because that's pretty much my life. And I don't think I said it yet. Actually, my degree was in game design, but specializing in art. So, yeah, I'm hoping to hopefully over the next couple of months find a job, whether that's in concept art for games or UI development or UX or even character animation, that sort of thing. So yeah, games pretty much have been my life, but it's been really awesome. Stressful but awesome. The degree, I'm happy that I've completed it and I'm actually going to graduate and things like that because of like my health, mental health and things. This past year has been extremely tough and there was a few moments throughout it that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to finish. But I'd worked so hard the previous 2 years. It was a three-year degree that I couldn't allow myself to not finish it. And then I really surprised myself with the outcome of my grades. So all good things. I think gaming for a lot of people, especially like over the last couple of years, have really helped people stay afloat and allow them to escape from the difficulties in the world and things. So I really do appreciate games. It's definitely helped me over this past year through certain times, being able to lose myself within, especially Pokemon and even like Animal Crossing and things like that. Even though I've been a bit burnt out on Animal Crossing recently, so I haven't played as much. But I played from day one, and I have, excuse me, three different islands called Kauai, Maria, and Rito. Rito was the stream isn't up anymore, but that was my first stream I did earlier in the year, was like the startup for that. But like I said, I've just been a bit burnt out on it, so I haven't had the desire to stream or even play it generally. So I'll go in occasionally and just check on my villagers and things like that. But I've definitely been more in a Pokemon kick recently. I've also been playing through my partner Ian for Christmas. He got me both of the like he got me Harry Potter, the Lego Harry Potter and Lego Jurassic. I can't remember whether it's called Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, but it has the Jurassic Park movie in it as well as the Jurassic World one. So they've been really fun. I've completed the first 4 years of Harry Potter, but I'm actually going through and fully completing them, like getting all of the characters and crest pieces and things. So I might throw in a Harry Potter stream um, occasionally, but I tend to play that more in the evening as a kind of a wind down because Ian's been playing Lego Star Wars, which I got him for his birthday last month as well, because his birthday is 2 days apart from mine, so we had like a whole week off and just relaxed and things. But he wasn't very well, so it was kind of sad. But he's been playing a lot of Lego Star Wars as well. So did I say Harry Potter or did I say Star Wars? I meant Star Wars if I said Harry Potter. I can't remember. But that game's pretty cool because he played the original one on the 360 and he actually 100%ed that before he started playing the new one. But the new one's the Skywalker Saga, I think it's called, or something like that. But it's more of like it's still third person, but it has more of like a um, 3D feel in terms of you can actually pan the camera around, and the actual controls and the way the game works is so different. But it's really cool to watch. The graphics are actually really good on it as well. So I've been enjoying just even sometimes in the evening, just enjoying watching him play that. Um, so that's been really cool. It's a massive step up from the original. I think it's completely changing the subject. On back to Arceus, I my main shiny that I really want to get is the Hisuian Zorua. It's my favorite Pokemon at the minute, and I'm actually uh, on the 1st of July getting a tattoo that I designed with Zorua, the original Zorua, um, in it, because I got the shiny of it through egg hatching on Sword, um, and I named her Stickers, and she is literally my obsession. And I was quite excited because she was a Squares shiny, which obviously through egg hatching is rarer than the stars, and her being female as well. Yeah, I absolutely love her. So I wanted to get her included in my tattoo, and I'm also having, it's kind of like a very like naturey sort of tattoo. It has flowers and mushrooms and things on it, and it's also standing on one of the mushrooms with like a moon and things. Got Celeste from Animal Crossing in it too. It was originally going to be more of a full Animal Crossing tattoo. I was going to have Marshall instead of the Zorua, but Stickers, the Zorua, means so much to me that I decided to get her tattooed instead with some little squares around her to mimic the shiny sparkles. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I booked it at the beginning of the year because the tattoo artist I'm going to is booked up in advance, like months and months at a time. Like she's currently taking bookings for the end of October, and that's nearly full. So she'll be closing her books for a couple of months until she gets through them. So I've been waiting a while, but I'm super excited that it's nearly here. We have to like drive 2.5 hours away, and then I'll get it done at like 10:30 in the morning. So it's going to be a very, very early start, but I hope that it will be worth it and I'll be happy with it. I plan to actually extend it so it's going on the my lower left arm, covering pretty much from my elbow to my wrist. But I plan to actually get it expanded around the entire arm and potentially either have a full half sleeve or full sleeve depending on what I decide. Um, but I plan to have a few more Pokemon added to that. A little Bidoof maybe, because we recently lost one of our guinea pigs and Bidoof really reminds me of him. So that'll be sort of like memory with his little paw print as well, that they managed to get for us before we lost him. So, and then I was thinking about getting the shiny Hisuian Zorua tattooed as well when I catch that, so that'll kind of have the full set of them. So I have ideas, I just haven't actually done any design or anything yet. I want to get the original, like my first tattoo done first, so I can see how it looks on my arm and then kind of expand it from there. So what number are we up to? 27. I think I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be over 1,000, I really hope that it's not going to be, but again, I've seen other people's hunts for this Pokemon on YouTube and things being like 6,000 or so. So, and I obviously don't have the shiny charm or anything. No, I don't know whether that actually. You can't have the shiny charm, can you? Hunting for this one, because you have to complete the national dex, I think, to get it. I can't remember what other outfits um, you can get for your character in this game. It's been so long since I've played, but I'd like to, at some point, maybe change my outfit again. But I do think she looks pretty cute with the skirt and the top. I think it's cuter in the battle screen as her full body instead of the chibi version. Just need to take a sip of my drink quickly, so I'm just going to mute myself. I was worried my headphones had gone flat then. They're currently plugged in, but it's a magnetic charger. So when you're actually wearing them, it a lot of the time actually comes off of the charging port. But it's super cool though. It is an RGB one, so it like twists with the different colors. It's really pretty, especially at night um, when it's dark. When you walk in the room and they're on charge, it looks. I have no idea what happened. Then my headphones just disconnected, and I don't think when I was talking it was actually coming through, so I apologize if that's been going on a little while. I think I'm gonna stream for maybe like an hour and a half today, because Ian is staying late at work, but I'm not quite sure how late he's staying. And then we'll have to sort out dinner and things, because it's nearly 20 past 5 now. But we'll see how many encounters we can get in that time, and then I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably stream again early next week, because maybe potentially Saturday morning. We'll have to see how it goes. But obviously, like I said earlier, I'm going out tomorrow to the showcase, and I think I'll be out majority of the day, and then I'm not quite sure what the weekend is looking like yet, but because I don't think I pressed the button, did I? When Ian works obviously all week and things like that, so the weekends I do want to spend time with him, but he is working on, he works every 1 and 4 Saturdays, but it's his turn to work on this Saturday, so he's doing like a half day until like 12 o'clock in the afternoon or midday. So I might stream for a couple of hours in the morning if I actually get up. But I'm trying to think of the best place to put out alerts and things like that for streaming, if I do get some followers and things. Um, but I'll kind of figure that out as I go. I'll set up the Discord and things probably over the next week fully, and then I'll add it to my description stuff, and to my I don't want to fight you, do I? What am I doing? It's because I'm talking, I'm getting so distracted. To my Instagram like link and things as well. But yeah, I'm not setting up a strict schedule or anything like that, because I want it to be very chill, and like I said, I'm just doing this for a bit of fun, and I'm not quite sure how my life is going to look over the next couple of months. If I do manage to secure a job, we'll probably be moving house and things like that, because we've only done a 6 month. We've been living here for the last 3 years, but we only signed on for another 6 months in this property, because we knew that I'd be looking for a new job, and there isn't anything in the area where we live now that I'd be able to work for, so it'd be potentially places like London and things like that, which is just not viable for me to travel. It'd be way too expensive. It'd be doable, but it'd be, yeah, just too expensive to commute from where we currently live. So we'll probably be moving within the next 6 months, most likely, depending on how quickly I can find a job and where it is and things like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna set a schedule or anything until I kind of know what's going on when I settle down in my new job and things. So it'll be kind of just when I have the time and feel like it. which I know for a lot of people that watch and things like that, it's not the most consistent and things, but I don't want to promise something that I can't commit to, especially when I'm literally just starting out. This is my second live stream, so um, yeah, I'll just see how it goes, and if people receive it well or are interested in even watching me and things like that. So, but either way, I'm pretty happy about it, pretty relaxed. So. I'm also planning on doing some art for a starting screen and ending screen and break screen and things like that. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I did all of the like the actual like overlay art and profile art and things a couple of weeks ago before Ian was off from work. Because he also had the bank holiday Jubilee week off as well. Because we went to Comic Con in London a couple of weekends ago, and we also went to one of the touring car events because he's really into the touring cars. So that was quite fun. We got slightly rained on, but overall the weather was actually pretty good. Um, and it was kind of interesting because the touring cars, I don't know whether this is interesting or not, but they are hybrid now instead of just solely petrol. So it was interesting to hear the sounds and then him explaining kind of things, and I got to spend some time with his family and things, so that was quite nice. Me and his mum, we're big into craft so as well. So his mum was doing some knitting, and I was doing some crochet whilst we were watching it. So it was good bonding time for us as well. We had some food and it was like a whole day event type thing, but yeah, that was cool. And Comic Con was amazing. It was incredibly busy, but I managed to get myself a couple of Pokemon tins because I'm quite big into the card collecting as well. Specifically, my favorite is Shining Fates um, because of again the shiny cards and stuff. Um, but I didn't actually see many Shining Fates packs there. I saw a couple of the new ones, which I think are called Astral something. I think it's like the Arceus new set. I forget, is it Radiance? I really can't remember, but I saw a couple of those packs. But they mainly had the Japanese version, which I don't actually collect. Because me and Ian, we play cards. We actually play the card game occasionally, and I don't find it very useful if I can't read them, so I don't bother with collecting them if they're not in English. But it was really cool. They had so many different stands with cards on, and what's it called, like card rating things as well, where you could buy ones that had been rated. Um, Oops, that's not how you do that. And what else did they have? They had they had individual cards, they had tins, they had boxes, they had card sleeves, they had mats, and they had a lot of plushies. I was looking for a Zoro one, but I couldn't find one, which I was very sad about. But I managed to get this amazing Zoroa, Hisuian Zoroa print. So we went to IKEA over the last week, and I managed to get a frame for it. So I'm going to put that up on the wall. Well, I'm going to ask Ian to put it up on the wall for me later. Um, which hopefully when I get a webcam you'll actually see it behind me, or I'll show you. It's really cool. And I also supported a couple of small individual artists as well. I caught some washi tape and a key ring and things from a really cool children's book illustrator, and it was very sort of like my style of art, and I wanted to support them, and I thought their stock was really cute, so I thought why not. Um, but yeah, I got very tired and very uncomfortable by the end of the day. My back was hurting, my feet were hurting, and we had like just over an hour and a half journey, or maybe probably closer to 2 hours overall, um, to actually get there. But we hadn't been the last couple of years because I don't know whether they were running it last year or not. I can't remember, but we wasn't comfortable even if they were. I can't remember now. But we went maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and that was an incredible experience. So we decided to go again, and it didn't disappoint at all. There was so many people that were dressed up in cosplay and things, and there was a lot of Star Wars and Genshin Impact people dressing up as them. They had lots of different stands and stalls and food, but I didn't try too much of the food. I have a bit of an issue with, I have a lot of anxiety around food, um, but it was still amazing to just go and experience it and actually start feeling a bit normal again because I still wore like a mask and everything when we were walking around because it was very crowded. The people were very it got a little bit pushy, but majority of people were quite respectful and things. But whoops. But no, that was really awesome to go to that again and just experience the whole thing. I wore I bought this years ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, a shiny Umbreon hoodie with it had like the ears on the hood and the tail and things. And then Ian wore a Magikarp hat that I crocheted, and he got asked for pictures from a couple of people, which was really cool. They were asking him where he got it from, and he was like, "No, I'd made it and things." So it was nice to get some compliments on it, and people recognized it in that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, a guy that was wearing like a Magikarp hat as well stopped him and asked for a picture as well, which was quite fun. So yeah, really really good day. They also have one in Birmingham at a different time of the year, but we've only ever been to the London one. We've only been twice now, but both times have been really amazing. So I don't know, did I press the button or not? I can't remember. Um, I think there are other conventions that run, but definitely Comic Con's the biggest one. And it was quite cool as well. The closer you got into London, the more people you actually saw in cosplay and stuff. So that's always like a really exciting part of it as well. Just getting there and everything. It's just really exciting. That's not bad. We've been streaming for 45 minutes and we have encountered 45 of them, so that's one a minute, which is probably pretty slow, but I've been talking a lot, and my brain struggles with doing multiple things at once, but I'll get used to it. Um, but like I said, I know this is going to be potentially a very long hunt, so I'm not in a rush. It'll probably take, I don't know, depending on how often I stream, probably a few weeks. I might actually have to invest in a microphone because my headphones keep going flat, and that's why it keeps dropping my voice. Even though they are on charge, I think using them is actually taking more power than they're able to charge. So I'm not sure actually if this keeps happening how much longer I'll be able to stream, because I mean I can still stream, it just means I won't be able to talk, and I don't know how much fun that would be to watch. But I was just in the mood to stream, so I thought I might as well give it a go. And I thought because they were on charge it would be okay, but I'll just have to make sure they're definitely plugged in, that I'm not knocking it or something. But again, it's just kind of funds at the moment because I need to try and save my money where I can. Well, I've been trying at least anyway, because of not currently working and things, so. But I also wanted to make sure that I was going to enjoy this, and again, kind of try and get consistent with it, just make sure my headphones are fully charged before I stream next time and things, because I don't have the funds to throw at it all at once. It's just going to be a steady process, but either way, being able to do it's kind of the whole point, isn't it? So everything else will kind of just follow. I'm also thinking maybe at some point actually starting a series where I'm gonna replay through Arceus um, fully on stream as well, because I've completely finished, apart from shiny hunting and then perfecting every single Pokédex entry, I've finished the story and everything. I actually found the Arceus battle extremely difficult to begin with. It took me maybe, embarrassingly, maybe like an hour or two to actually defeat him. So that was definitely a challenge. The rest of the game I actually found pretty easy throughout, um, but at the same time, the battle with what's his name, Volo, I think. I found, um, I think it was Volo, wasn't it? I found okay because I'd actually spent the majority of the time completing the Pokédex before I even got to that stage, because I wanted to work towards the shiny charm first before getting the before getting Arceus and things as the final one. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to replay it again, and have it documented on stream as well. I started with Cyndaquil on that playthrough, and I really enjoyed it. But maybe I'll choose Oshawott because I love Oshawott was one of my favorite starters. Black and White was definitely one of my favorite. Was one of my favorite games. It was the first Pokemon game I actually bought with my own money when it was released. But my first actual game was Diamond and Pearl. I have the old versions, like I have Yellow and pretty much all of the other Game Boy um, games, and I've played some of them, but I've not completed any of them. I've also been playing through a little bit of Crystal, but Diamond and Pearl was the first Pokemon game that I ever got, and when I replayed this, I chose Chimchar, which was my first ever Pokemon, and I renamed it Cherry, which was what I named my first Pokemon too. So this game has definitely been really nostalgic for me, but I never actually finished the original game because I found it quite grindy, and I felt like even this version of it still had that kind of quality to it, which it's good because it's stuck to the original, but at the same time, I feel like the games nowadays have really spoiled us with a lot of like easy leveling and type ups and things like that. That's when I felt like it took a very long time to actually level your Pokemon. Maybe that's just me, maybe other people didn't have that experience, but I did find this game to feel quite grindy, but it holds such a nostalgic quality for me because of it being my first ever Pokemon game, and a lot of the Pokemon themselves are quite nostalgic too. Um, so that I think that's why I've loved Arceus so much. That and also taking away the main focus on the battling and doing it about filling out the Pokédex entry boxes and things. I found that really fun, um, especially things like feeding them or seeing different moves and actually having a reason to use every single Pokemon and um, actually experience every single Pokemon, even if they're not your favorite, because there's certain ones that like slightly that I don't particularly like, whether that's design wise or um, type wise or things like that. But I found that I've actually connected with them a little bit more, being forced to interact with them or use them to fill out the Pokédex entries. So that was a really cool thing for me, and I'm really excited for Scarlet and Violet coming out in November. I've already decided that I'm going to order, if they do it this way, the double pack, and hopefully it'll have like a steelbook and everything with it. Because I got the steelbook for both Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Arceus as well. So it'd be really nice going forward to continue that tradition um, and have it in the steelbook format. I'm not too fussed about any other like pre-order bonuses and things, but I think I'll definitely be playing through Violet first, and then I'll ask Ian if he wants to play any of Scarlet or not. I'll end up playing through both of them, but I think that's the one I'm planning on starting with first. But I think both the legendaries look really cool. Obviously, I haven't seen any exclusive Pokemon or anything like that. I think the concept of the game is really cool. Kind of one being more modernized, one being more back in time sort of style. I think that's the kind of what I'm getting from it, especially with the professor designs and things. But I'm I've been seeing a lot of stuff being posted in the Facebook groups and things, but I'm trying not to allow myself to see too many spoilers because I didn't see any spoilers for either Arceus or Diamond and Pearl. I purposely avoided them because I wanted to experience it fully for myself. But maybe if I'm still enjoying streaming and things, when it's released and that, maybe I'll actually have my first impressions on stream as well. But we'll see again what I'm doing in terms of work and things around that time, and if it actually works out on my schedule, or if I'm in the right headspace to do so. Because it is kind of like a day by day thing for me right now. But doing this is quite therapeutic and it's quite relaxing and things. So I think it's definitely a good thing, and I feel like I'm not just wasting my time playing games. I feel like it feels a little bit more productive at least anyway. Um, just to be able to kind of share if people are interested. Obviously, maybe they're not. Um, But either way, it's something I've been saying to myself for a few years that I've been wanting to do. I just never had the guts or the necessarily the time to do so. Because yeah, my degree took up so much time. And during first year, I was working as well. But then because of the lockdowns and everything, I actually ended up losing my job. The company was actually being sold, and then they ended up losing out on a lot of things, and they just basically everybody lost their job. The whole company was basically not. It's still online and things like that, but physical stores and things, apart from a few pop-ups every now and again, is completely gone. So it wasn't just like a me thing, it was everybody in the company lost their job. Um, but at that point, I was already so overwhelmed with my work and things, I decided that I wasn't going to look for another job. Again, within the time I didn't feel like it was safe to. Um, and I'm so glad I didn't, because yeah, I spent, especially in second year, so many hours until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning doing work, getting up at like 8 o'clock and then doing it again and repeating that pretty much daily for a couple of months. But this final year it's been really busy, but I haven't been able to do that because one, I tried to manage my time a little bit better, even though I was doing it every single day like a job, if not slightly longer hours, but I've not been well enough to be able to stay up and things, which in some ways was a good thing, so it meant I didn't fully overwork myself too much, and I think that actually showed in the quality of my work. Um, but yeah. But I just think it will be cool when I'm able to get like a webcam and things, so I feel like I can actually fully interact with people. They can see me and um, things like that. But at the same time, I'm quite grateful that I don't right now, because it means I can kind of just get a bit more comfortable with the idea of streaming and talking to myself, um, pretty much, or if people are watching, speaking with them, so I don't feel like I'm being watched at the same time. So um, I keep wanting to run for some reason. I think it's I'm not used to the soft resetting, but not that I did many encounter hunting. I started doing one for Rookedy, but I just haven't found it yet. On Sword, I think I was hunting for that on. I have multiple save files because I have multiple accounts on each of my switches, and I have, yeah, 3 switches. So I have the original Switch, a light that Ian got me for Christmas, not Christmas just gone, but the Christmas before, and then I purchased the OLED in October when I think it was the beginning of October when it came out. I was actually I think I pre-ordered it actually, and then it was really difficult to get a hold of for a little while after it, so I was very lucky to get my hands on one. I think they're pretty easy to obtain now, but I was so impressed with the color quality of the actual screen itself. It really made the game so much more vivid and vibrant, and the battery life is a lot better in my opinion. And the kickstand is definitely a massive improvement. I never used the kickstand on my original Switch, but because I've been playing downstairs when Ian's been playing on the TV Lego Star Wars, I've actually been standing my Switch up on the stand, playing with my controller, because I find that because I've been playing Arceus, the control thing's weird with the Joy-Cons. Um, so yeah, that I think it's amazing. I have some little Totoro and No Face Joy-Con thumb grips covers on it. I think it looks really cute, but I really notice a difference when I go back to my original Switch, play the same games and things. So yeah, the quality of the color is just so different. But I have all my saves and things on My original Switch, so I have no reason to not want to have it anymore. And I've made the mistake many times before with my old 3DS and things, trading them in to upgrade or to make some money and things, and then end up regretting that I've sold them. Um, so I've just decided that unless I really don't like it or something, I'm just not going to sell any of my old consoles anymore. And again, it makes more sense now with the saves and everything being on there because I have three different accounts and things. Because I liked being able to have three different Animal Crossing islands when I was playing that more frequently. Whoops. But yeah, I love the light though. It's just so it feels so good to hold in your hands. The other Switches I find, if you are playing handheld for a while, it does tend to get quite heavy for me. So the light is actually really comfortable. And it's amazing when I used to travel into my university. Um, I didn't go in second year because we were studying from home, um, but when I went back in for the final year this year, I only went 1 day a week, but I took it with me because I'd get there for because I had to travel and it was like just over an hour to travel there um, every single time I went in. I would spend a couple of hours in the morning just playing mainly Pokemon Sword or Shield actually, doing some egg hatching and things like that. But I would just take that with me, and it was so easy to travel with. It didn't take up much room in my bag, and I was able to have like a really cool back case on it, so I knew it was like well protected. And obviously, I put like screen protector and things on it. And then I actually sewed myself a little pouch to put it in as well. And then I did that when I took my OLED a couple of times as well. Um, but they're just all of them are such amazing consoles, and I know that people have their opinions and things on them, but to me, I think the Switch is honestly my favorite. It's the thing I game on the most. I occasionally go back to my 3DSs because I have. Yesterday, actually, I bought a couple of games off of. I don't think I've said this yet. I apologize if I have. Bought a couple of the older games off of a seller on Facebook, and I got Omega Ruby, Pokemon Y, and Ultra Sun for a really, really good price. I have the other versions of the games except from Ultra Sun and Moon. I didn't actually get that generation. I got Sun originally. Um, but I wanted to play both versions and then just to have them for collectors benefit as well. So I was really pleased with the price I found them for yesterday, and the person selling them was actually literal walking distance, 10 minutes away from my house. So I bought them, and I said to myself that when I finished the Elite Four on this game, I'm also playing Diamond alongside Ian when he plays with me. He plays Pearl, which is the one I'm playing now. Um, and we're going through the story together. He just hasn't really been in the mood or hasn't had the time to play with me, so I made a second save and played through the entire game. Um, but I also want to finish Diamond so I can get Dialga and things as well. Have another copy of that. But I said once I finished the Elite Four, which is kind of why I was playing it a bit today. I would actually start playing one of them, but I haven't decided which one I'm going to go for yet. To be honest with you, I think I'm going to go with Y because I really enjoyed X when I got it. Again, I don't think I got it on release. I think Ian bought it me for the Christmas, the year it was released. But I remember really loving that, and I definitely want to play with Fennekin again because that's another one of my favorite Pokemon. I love all the Fox Pokemon pretty much. Although in my first playthrough of it, I didn't evolve it because I don't mind the middle evolution, but I'm not a massive fan. I can't even remember what it's called, of the final evolution. Um, it just didn't speak to me very much. So I gave it a Everstone and just didn't evolve it. But I managed to complete the game and everything, so it wasn't an issue. My throat is getting dry. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm usually home by myself all day with my 2 cats and my guinea pig, so I don't actually talk very much. So talking like this for an hour is actually very straining on my voice. I just need to remember to keep hydrated and things. But it's been extremely humid here. Yesterday, after I actually came back from picking up those couple of games, it like torrential downpoured, and there was a couple of claps of thunder and things. No lightning or anything. I'm actually absolutely terrified of thunderstorms. But I'm afraid of the lightning, even though I know it probably sounds ridiculous. It's something I've been afraid of ever since I was a little kid. I just never grew out of it. I'm definitely better than I used to be, but definitely not okay with them still. But um, it's just been very humid. Um, so I'm like trying to keep cool, but the air is just not moving, and we can't afford anything like aircon or anything. It's not very common. Um, I mean, I think people in the UK do buy it, but it's something that's definitely seen as a luxury, because it's very expensive to run and it's very expensive to install. But I think when we are a little bit better off financially, we'll probably actually look into it, because some of the nights and things in the summer is just unbearably uncomfortable. Um, but I have a feeling it's going to be quite a wet summer. We haven't had we've had a few days of like hot weather and things, but majority of the time it's been very overcast, even on some days actually quite cold. It's only been the last maybe week where it's got really humid, and the weather outside isn't nice. It's again very overcast and things, but it's just very humid. Um, which means it's not very nice to sit out in the garden and things like that. So it's just uncomfortable. But I'd like to have some actual sunshine, so I can have some um, time out relaxing in the sun and things. Because again, I don't actually get outside very often. Um, but we've been trying to get out to do some Pokemon walks and things. There's a lot of gyms and things around by us, and Pokestops and things, so we occasionally go out on a walk and um, take part in that, especially like on community days and things. We've been definitely keeping up with that. I think there's another one the end of the month, and then at the end of the next 3 months, I think, and then in August they're doing the final event for Pokemon Go Fest as well, so that should be pretty cool. I actually bought a ticket for Pokemon Go Fest, so I get an automatic ticket to that event. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to entail, but it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. I'm also thinking about also speaking of like streaming and things, I'm actually recording. I'm going to record every single stream that I do, and I'm thinking about, depending on how my internet and things is, because it's not brilliant, um, actually uploading the streams to a YouTube channel, so that way if people do want to watch and they don't manage to catch the stream or something, they can go back and watch it on YouTube later on. And especially if I am planning on doing like mini series in terms of like playing Arceus the whole way through, and potentially other small game titles that I like, or when Scarlet and Violet comes out and that as well, it would be pretty cool to see the progression throughout the game as well. But again, that's something that I'm just considering at this point. There's nothing, I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it or not, but I kind of feel like I might, but if the streams are like a few hours long and that, I don't know how long it'd take to upload that stream directly to YouTube. Because I used to do YouTube for art, and those videos alone, and they were like maybe 20 minutes long, took a couple of hours to upload, just because the area we're in doesn't have very good internet or even Wi-Fi or anything like that. Nope, I don't want to do that. But I can trial it and see, even if I break the stream down into smaller sections or something. But I'll have to test it to see whether or not it's viable or not. But again, if I do that in the about section, or even, I don't think I can do like comment type things. I'll have it linked somewhere that you'll know where to find it. I'll probably do like a link on the Discord and things, and again, all those links will become available in the about section. Or it is called the about section, right? I think. I'm so new to this, I apologize. I will figure it out and I will let you know it however is the most appropriate. And then depending on how many shinies I actually get while streaming, I might make some sort of like short compilations of shiny reactions or that sort of thing. I know that definitely become more fun if I was to get a webcam, because you'd actually see my face and things. Because even though I've got loads of shinies, it still is that kind of excitement and shock when you actually finally get it, especially if it's a really grindy hunt. um, I've been quite lucky with Sword and Shield. Even before I got the shiny charm, I got my lowest egg hatch was 20 eggs, and that was Morpeko. And I was completely shocked when I got that shiny. And then the longest I think I've done is 8 or 900 eggs. One of them was Baneri, and I didn't finish it because I actually found two shinies in Arceus. So I managed to get the shiny Baneri, and then I got another one and I evolved it to Lopunny. So there's no reason for me to now to continue that hunt. But that one I think was in the 900s, nearly going into 1,000, which I know in retrospect is pretty low for a shiny hunt. So I feel like in some ways I've been pretty lucky with that. But I do feel like, especially something like this, it's gonna probably max that out. And I'm gonna see how much patience I actually have. Um, but yeah, I've had a couple at like 200 and something, a couple at 400 and something. So I've had a very, very, very varied experience with my shiny hunting, but I do like egg hunting. There we go. I apologize, my headphones died again. I've forgotten what I was saying, but anyway. Small technical difficulties, but I can't expect any less for my first couple of streams. Plus, I should have charged them before I started, but I was too ready to stream today, so I wasn't originally planning to, because I did some like cleaning and things this morning, but I thought, you know what, I've been saying about it, just do it. But my headphones will be charged for next time, and like I say, potentially in the future I'll look at getting a mic or something, but I don't think I pressed the button for the last one, or I get so lost, but it doesn't matter too much, I'm not that fussed. I do this when I'm shiny hunting by myself, I forget when I press it. Because my memory's so short, I literally can't remember. And there's no way of me fixing that, I'm afraid. Right, press the button. I feel like my game was lagging then. Number 74. Didn't press the button. I remember because I said the number. And my Tamagotchi is going off in the background. I think he's very upset. He's sick. That's another thing I collect is mainly the color Tamagotchis, but I have a couple of the old ones. It was something I really enjoyed. I had the connections as a kid. I never had the original P1, P2 though. I recently only got them. But I played the connections a lot and they were a lot of fun. And then I got the colors from Japan imported. I got the P and the meats. And I think I have the IDL as well. I'm trying to think if there's any others I have. It's mainly the meats. I have like the different versions, like the pastel, the magical, magic one, and the Sanrio one as well. And then earlier, no, around September, I think it was last year, I got myself the pink English release, which was the oh my gosh, what's it called? The picks. I got it in pink, and then a couple of months ago I got the green one as well, and they've been really, really fun. I've just been finding recently that I haven't had the same kind of energy to put into them, but they are really little fun devices. It's really cool, especially on like the meats and stuff, to mix them and get different characters and stuff. I know they did a release of the meats in America called the On Tamagotchi On, but I never actually got those ones. I got the meats originally in Japanese and I was pretty happy with them, so I didn't see the need to get them in English because I just not I don't read Japanese myself. I know a couple of words here and there, but you can figure out the buttons pretty easily with like a guide and thing, and then you just kind of learn what things mean. Um, but the picks has been really it's been really cool because I can understand everything, and the green one is just beautiful. It's a really, really pretty color, and I crocheted little cases for them as well, so they don't get because my original IDL and P they I used to display them and they got pretty sun damaged. So it's on the pink ones especially, I try my best to keep them covered so they don't fade as much. Um, they are pretty pricey, but they're definitely a lot of fun if that's the sort of thing you're into. I follow a lot of people again on Instagram who still play them and things. It's definitely like a generational thing. Again, I think it's a lot of nostalgia in that. Um, but, but yeah, I started another one of them up yesterday because I haven't played them in a few months. And I forgot about him. So he's very upset with me right now. I remember when Heart Gold Soul Silver came out as well, I got the Pokewalker with that, and I used to walk around with them um, all the time. And more recently, um, I started playing it when I was in school with Ian because it was a game that I actually struggled to get into, and then when we started playing it together, I started to thoroughly enjoy it. But we only finished the first set. We never went to Kanto, I think. Or we've begun it, but we never actually finished it. But we played it, I think it must have been the beginning of last summer or something, a little bit more, and then Ian started taking the Pokewalker to work with him, which was really cute. But it still works, so that's pretty cool. And then when I got Let's Go, I started walking on Pokemon walks, like Pokemon Go walks with the Pokeball with, it was mainly Umbreon I think I used to take with me, but you could use it as a, oh, I forget what they're called. You can get like the Pokemon Go, Watch type. I forget what they're called, but it basically like catches them for you, or it gives you a chance. It automatically does it for you, so you don't have to have the app open. It will kind of notify you or something when you're catching things. So I used to do that a lot, but I actually find the enjoyment of trying to catch them myself and visibly seeing whether if they're shiny or not and things like that. But I do like the little accessories that they release. I find them really, really fun. Did I press it? Yes, I did, I think. I've brought something up on my screen and I don't know what it is. I pressed a button. I don't think it's showing up on stream though. No, I don't think it is. I'll have to figure out how to close that. I think I've opened like a overlay window type thing. Whoops. I'm sure it's fine. It's coming up to the hour-and-a-half mark, but I think I'm gonna go a little bit longer. I haven't had a message from Ian yet to say that he's on his way home, but I'm not expecting that for another at least probably 45 minutes or something. He is currently doing he works with cars at a dealership, but he's currently building up his own, he's like doing a restoration type thing on a Astra GSI. And he loves that car to pieces, so he's currently rebuilding the engine. So some evenings after work he stays late to do some work on that, so that's why he's going to be late home tonight. He did some work on my car the other day because it was actually really needing a part. It was quite dangerous. It hasn't really been driven because it's just not, it wasn't safe to drive really, so he managed to fix that part, which I'm really grateful for. But yeah, so I think that potentially, as I was saying earlier about like not scheduling, but potentially when I'll stream, I'll most likely be streaming on the evenings. Whoops, I hit my microphone, sorry. On the evenings that he will be staying late. If not, I might be streaming in the morning, but I don't know the sort of audience I'm going to get, so I don't know a best time to stream. I'm in the UK, so I don't know the different time zones. I know that you know, people are either going to be hours before or behind me, so I think I'll just stream for now at the times that's most convenient to me, and then again make adjustments in the future if necessary. But I've had a lot of fun today. We've got a decent amount of encounters so far for the first day, so that's pretty cool. But I hope this has been entertaining to watch. You know, I've just been rambling. But I know that, especially when I was doing my uni work and things, it was really relaxing for me to put on some like longer streams in the background. But I actually found it harder to find people that were shiny hunting on stream. I don't know if they just weren't coming up for me, or I just wasn't watching at the right times when people were streaming. But But yeah, I used to find it really relaxing. I watch people like Simply Press Start. I really enjoy her streams. Again, she's very chill. She plays a lot of games that I like. She's recently been playing through my time at Sandrock. It's the newer release of the game My Time at Portia, which I really enjoyed. I never actually married anybody or I didn't get to that stage of the game. But it was very different. I enjoy a lot of like farming sims. I love Stardew Valley. I loved all the Harvest Moon. Well, when I say Harvest Moon games, I mean the old Harvest Moon games, the new Story of Seasons games. The Ever since the company changed over, the Harvest Moon games aren't the same anymore. Um, so I'm referring to like the Story of Seasons and older Harvest Moon games. I think the last Harvest Moon game officially was A New Beginning, and then they switched over to Story of Seasons. I think I've got that right. I did buy one of the new Harvest Moon games for Switch, but I just found it very empty feeling. Like the characters didn't have much personality. It just felt very flat in comparison to the way that Story of Seasons works. But I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I'm just saying it wasn't really the experience that I wanted out of it, or that I was looking for in it. Um, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Pioneers of oh gosh, what's it called? I have the game here. What's it called? Pioneers of Olive Town, that came out last year. That was a really good title, and I enjoyed the original Story of Seasons on DS, and Story of Seasons Trio of Towns, I think it was called. I also played Friends in Mineral Town when that came out, the remake. That was pretty good as well. But other games I've been enjoying are things like I recently, for my birthday, Ian bought me the Nintendo Switch Sports, which has been really fun. I ended up with a extremely sore arm for bowling like days in a row. I could barely lift my arm above my head. It was so embarrassing. But that game's been really fun. Definitely the bowling's my favorite. And the bowling, and I really like badminton. I'm absolutely awful at tennis. I haven't won a match yet. But I enjoy collecting all the little outfits and things that they have as rewards and things on there. That's really cute. Um, and I need to play more of this, but I enjoy Ring Fit as well. Ian bought me that for Christmas. Um, so that's really fun too. Um, and I think one of my all-time favorite games for the Switch has to be the original Breath of the Wild. I still haven't finished that game. I've been doing all the side quests and things. I kind of go through phases of I'll play a lot of it for like days on end, and then I won't touch it again for a few months or so. But I really do love that game so much. And I feel like Arceus definitely took some sort of like elements from that game, which I personally really liked, especially like the music and just the whole atmosphere of like collecting things and that. I personally absolutely loved that. I know that again people have their opinions of if they didn't like Breath of the Wild, it kind of made them not like Arceus as much. But I know that they've pushed back the release date for Breath of the Wild 2, which I'm not actually that angry about at all. Again, because I studied game design, I know the stresses and the amount of time and just the commitment and everything to creating a really well polished game that it really doesn't bother me when developers push the dates back, because potentially you're going to be getting a more polished, finished game. If they were to push it out earlier, there's the potential for, there still to be bugs, or people complain that it doesn't feel finished, or it's not as clean as it could be. So in my opinion, them having the extra time and things makes a lot more sense. But we've also had a lot of big releases recently, so I feel like having that bit of extra time to enjoy other titles before a big game like that comes out is actually a good thing. It's something definitely to look forward to for next year. Because apart from uh, Violet and Scarlet, I don't have any other pre-order games on at the moment. I haven't actually pre-ordered them yet. I'm waiting to see whether they release a steelbook pre-order. Because it's still early days, isn't it? So, um, but there's not another game that I have really been eyeing to get. The main ones was Arceus when it came out. I got Pokemon Snap when that came out. Again, Story of Seasons and things. So this last year and a year or so, I've gotten a lot of new games. which has been amazing. But I feel like it's slowly kind of giving you that time to actually play them and enjoy them before you're thrown into a new title and things. At least that's how I enjoy it anyway. Um, Again, I respect the development companies and everything a lot, more than potentially other people don't realize, I suppose, how much work really goes into the games, and the expectation bar which is set for each release and everything is expected to be so high now that you can understand sometimes why they need more time, especially in, you know, the circumstances of today, and things as well. Um, but I think having patience sometimes will give you a better result. So yeah. I also need to buy a new chair. Obviously, I know you can't see me, but my the spring in my chair has gone where I've sat in this chair so much, and I've literally just sunk down to the lowest it goes, and that's very low compared to my desk. Um, the chair is a couple of years old now, and it's done me very well, but I've used it a lot, so it's pretty battered, and my cats have climbed up it and clawed it and stuff. So it's definitely seen better days. I really like the Razor chair. It's kind of like the Secret Lab ones. I think that's what they're called. But it's actually slightly more affordable. Um, but they are very, very pricey. It's money that I don't have. They're like, I think, £300 or £400, if not slightly more. Which is a good investment, especially for your back and things like that. But it's just, yeah, funds I currently don't have to spend on a new chair. So I'm gonna keep putting up with this one as long as I can until I can save up some money to buy myself a new one. Just add it to my very long list of purchases I want slash need to make. But I've also been trying to save my money for my tattoo as well, because it's definitely not cheap. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy. I wasn't even sure what that sound was. I looked up and I was like, whoa. I actually used the shiny Zoroark for one of the emotes and things. I'm gonna get around to actually drawing my own, but I wanted to take it away from the default, just to have a little bit of personalization. Um, but that's another thing I need to add to my list to draw as well. um, but yeah, it's just been so hectic with trying to get everything ready for, well, in the midst of job hunting and things. I don't remember whether I clicked the button or not. For the previous one. Yeah, you're right, I hope so. Thanks for chatting with me. Yeah, of course, go ahead. At the moment, no, I don't actually do much of the IV things. I'm not, when I breed and things, I only breed for shinies, I don't actually fully understand all of the IV things, but I will at some point between now and next stream have a look, and I will let you know if you're interested or want to join the stream or something. What are you looking? Are you looking for it for this game or? Oh, I see. Wow. I haven't actually in this game, right? I haven't actually tackled the battle tower yet. I unlocked it earlier today, but didn't actually go in. So that's going to be something I'm going to be doing probably after this hunt or something, depending on how long it takes. But that's really cool though. Is there a ghost type in particular you're after, or any, depending on the IVs, I suppose? I just realised my chat on screen isn't working, is it? I thought I'd figured that out, but obviously, oh no, it is working. Cool. Oh, I see. I really liked in Arceus that Typhlosion is part ghost. I found that actually really handy throughout that game. Um, it was the first Pokemon I got to level 100 actually, and I feel like it's when I came back to this game today, I was like, I really miss using him. But no, I can definitely have a look for you um, at some point. But if not, I hope that you find one. I know I definitely don't have one on here because I've barely even touched the Pokédex in terms of catching. I've got like maybe half a box full of Pokemon. I've really slacked actually. Whereas in Arceus, most of my boxes are pretty full. I need to actually go through and send some of them to home, um, so I can actually have a bit of space. But I find with doing like mass outbreaks and things like that, your boxes get pretty full pretty quick if you don't keep on top of transferring them. But I really do love that game so much. To begin with, I know there was a bit of hate with like the art style and if you're further away from a Pokemon, kind of the way that they've implemented having the amount of graphics they do with them looking slightly glitchy or pixelated and things. But actually, it's a very clever trick of being able to have a more detailed overworld. But I feel like the old style of sort of like old style Japan and the kind of watercolor-esque sort of assets and things really made that game look really charming, in my opinion. It definitely made it feel like you'd been taken back in time, and it was very different from the other games, which is obviously most likely their point. But again, I know not everyone has that sort of opinion. You said you have Lucario. I really like the shiny version of that one too. I think the yellow is really striking. Oh, you have the shiny. That's awesome. I've been doing all the mass outbreaks to find either Lucario or Riolu or Lucario. Sorry, I can't remember what I said. But I haven't had any luck yet. But I think that's awesome. Oh wow, that's really cool. I need to learn. I'm assuming you got it through breeding then, actually, or was it you just very, very lucky? I need to learn how to do the IVs. I'm not that sort of minded. It just kind of goes over my head. I need someone to actually explain it to me. But I think at some point I'd like to take part in some of like the battling and things on Sword and Shield and things. But yeah, I just don't understand. Yeah, you got it through breeding. That's cool. Oh, you can. I think I did some of the battle tower in Sword and Shield, and then I got the thing where it tells you in the boxes whether it's good or bad IVs. But I've never really understood how to breed for them, or um, or things like that. I don't know. I'm quite newbie at that sort of thing. But you seem like you have a lot of knowledge, which is cool. Ah, okay, that's fair enough. I definitely have to give that a go at some point. But thank you very much. Oh, they've just announced the Community Day Pokemon on Pokemon Go. It's going to be I don't know how you say it, Dino? would be the June Community Day Pokemon. That's pretty cool. I don't actually have that one shiny yet, so that's going to be worth it for me. A lot of the Pokemon names I actually haven't said out loud before, so it's kind of weird knowing how to pronounce them. Because I think there's probably multiple ways of saying it, but I'm probably saying it wrong. Oh, what are you hunting for? And which game are you in right now? Oh, nice. I think Shinx is so cute as a shiny too. I did the community day. I think it was a couple of months ago now actually, and I was really late to it, and I managed to get 2 of them, and I evolved them into uh, my mind's gone blank, Luxray and Luxio. But I didn't. I need to find another original, just actual shiny Shinx too. So I hope that goes well for you. How many are you egg hunting? Egg hatching. Sorry. I don't know. Oh no, my headphone is still connected. I thought it had um turned off again. Yeah. Is it quite late for you? I've been quite sleepy today too, if I'm honest. I always get worried that I'm gonna... Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, it's 20 to 7, so I'm an hour behind you. Um, I always get worried that I'm gonna... Uh, what's the word? Like, not pay attention and then miss the shiny or something. I end up, like, checking my party or something if I'm egg hatching to make sure I haven't missed it. We hit 100. That's pretty cool. It depends on which one you're after. I got my Game Boy a few years ago, and I think I paid about £40 for it, second hand. But they, depending on the condition of them, they can, and whether they're boxed or not, they can be quite expensive. I don't know whether you have a CEX um, where you live, or I don't know whether that it's just a UK thing or anything like that. But they tend to have like secondhand consoles, especially like Game Boys and things. And again, depending on the quality of it and if it's boxed and things, it can range between like 40 to 60 pounds, I think. But again, I think if you go on eBay, potentially they could be more expensive. Oh, I see. Um, yeah, I would say that maybe go ask them to see if they if you have that like a second hand sort of like technology shops, see how much they'd rate it at. If not, again, depending on the condition, probably put it on eBay or something. But they can, again, if the quality is good of them and things like that, they can sell for a decent amount of money. I think they are quite sought after now. They actually had some at Comic-Con um, when I went a couple of weekends ago, and they were selling them for around. Oh, I don't want to fight you, do I? Selling them for around between, yeah, again, 40 to 60 pounds. But I didn't actually get close enough to see what sort of condition they were in. I would say maybe have a look online and things, and just see the prices of ones that look similar to yours, and then kind of go from there. I think it depends on whether you want to privately sell it or whether you want to sell it to a shop for them to then sell. I think you'll get a different price. Um, so I obviously don't know what that is conversion wise. So I apologize for that. I hope so. I can either have really good or really bad shiny luck. And I just have a gut feeling that this one's going to be a long one, but hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised and I'll get it a lot quicker than I expect. Because I know it's definitely possible. But I will continue to get it. I hope you get your shiny soon too. It was actually a random encounter on, I think it was X. It was a shiny Marchop. And I wasn't expecting it at all. It was the first shiny I ever got. Trade-wise, I don't remember. I've had a couple of shiny trades. Don't want to do that. Oh wow, that's incredible. I got the first ponyta I got was actually through Arceus with that what's it called, mission side questy thing. But no, that's awesome. I love the ponyta shiny. It's so pretty. I did a lot of chain fishing to begin with as well because I never managed to get a Ditto I could breed with for a while. Um, I really only properly started egg hunting. I did a little bit in Alpha Sapphire. I think my first hatched shiny was a Vulpix, and I managed to get a few different Vulpix throughout my time of playing. But yeah, it was the Marchop for me for my first one. I got a couple of shinies, yeah, through chain fishing and things, and then I did a bit of shiny hunting in Let's Go Eevee as well. But I really did enjoy the egg hatching in Sword and Shield. I've played through that game three times I think now, and shiny hunted in all of them. I don't remember who I first shiny hunted for in there though. It was a little while ago. I think it might have been, it was either Eevee now I think about it, or Galarian Ponyta. And I got both of them within like 250 eggs or something. But I did catch a shiny Rapidash in Arceus the other night too, from a mass outbreak, so that was pretty cool. Not alpha though, I haven't actually caught an alpha shiny yet. But even still, it's pretty cool. Oh wow. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't done any of the um, radar hunting yet, but I've seen a couple of streams of it though. It looks really cool because I know you can get a couple of chains going potentially, can't you? There's a chance you could get 2 shinies in a row. Wow, yeah. I'll have to check you out when you're next streaming. Let's see what you're up to. I think I need some of your shiny luck. My cat's joined me. What are you doing? You can't jump on the desk. Hello. But I think I'm going to be wrapping up stream soon, because Ian will be leaving work any minute, and I have to get dinner sorted and feed my cats. But I do a couple more, and then yeah. You can't come on my desk. Come on, get down. I think I'll round it out at a 110, and then we'll call it there. And then, yeah, I'll either be streaming on Saturday morning, depending on what time I get up, or it will most likely be either Monday or Tuesday of next week. And probably continue this hunt, actually. But we'll have to see, am I going to be lucky in these last couple, or is it gonna... Oh. You need to get down. You can't stand on my keyboard. Hi, welcome back. I was actually just saying that I'm gonna get to 110 encounters, and then I'm actually gonna call the stream there because I need to start getting dinner ready for when Ian comes home from work. But I was saying that I most likely will either be streaming again on Saturday morning, depending on what time I get up, or it'll be either Monday or Tuesday next week. And I'm probably going to continue this hunt, so I have to see whether I can get it then. But if you're around, I'll see if I can set up a Discord or a Twitter or something like that, so then I can put announcements out and things like that, or even on a story on my Instagram or something. But again, I'll put those details in the about when I get round to it. If not, yeah, I'll be live at some point. Yeah, Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday. But I really appreciate you chatting with me. It's been really fun, and it's really nice to meet you. And I hope that you get your shiny Shinx. That'd be really exciting. So yeah, it's been really awesome. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing evening. And I will catch you if you join me next time. Oops, my cat's knocking things over. Right, cool. Yeah, I hope you have good luck as well. I'm probably going to do a little bit of off-stream shiny hunting on Arceus again, probably later this evening. So wish me luck on that too. And I will catch you later. Thank you for watching.